This is Blugold News Now, your spot for current events, campus news, and everything in between. Now live from Tower Studio, it's BNN with your hosts, Elizabeth Lindahl and Samantha Burnett.
Good evening, I'm Samantha Burnett.
And I'm Elizabeth Lindahl.
Coming up tonight, a new major that's being offered at UWEC.
A thrift sale to help local animals.
And your weekly recap of Blugold Sports on BNN Blitz.
But first, how UWEC's Student Office of Sustainability and Dining Experiences are trying to reduce food waste on campus. Taking the extra food that never made it onto the buffet line, Junior Kristen O'Brien and Johnny Arnold, head of Dining Experiences, package food and bring it down to the UWEC food pantry in Davies. The meals are then available for students along with other groceries to take for free and eat later on in the week. Fresh meals are available every week and sometimes multiple times a week. In addition to the meals, O'Brien and her team have also developed an app that will alert students when events on campus are catering and have ended where they have extra food, and so students can go and pick up any remaining food if they would like. For more information, visit the UWEC Student Office of Sustainability website. You know, Sam, I think that's a really great idea to get rid of the extra food waste on campus and try and help reduce that just a touch.
Yeah, it's really nice how much the campus is trying to work on sustainability. I remember actually getting an email about like the free food, so it makes sense now what that was. So yeah, it's nice. Yeah. This fall, UWEC students can obtain a major, minor, or certificate in artificial intelligence. The university has decided to add course options studying AI, stating they wish to prepare Blugolds for the rapidly changing workforce that is increasingly reliant on AI tools. The Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science programs were approved by the Wisconsin Board of Regents on February 7. The major will have two different options, offering the standard major of 36 credits or a comprehensive major requiring 60 credits. The university states that the comprehensive major is a technically rigorous program aiming to prepare students for STEM-oriented careers, whereas the standard major is designed for students interested in careers in the social sciences, humanities, healthcare, and business sectors. The university is estimating that the program will have 165 students in its fifth year and will have 70 students graduating from the program.
Coming up after the break, a look into UWEC's upcoming theater production
and how you can help local animals.
Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Evan Claymore, and I host Sounds of the Valley at UWEC's TV 10 station. If you're anything like me, you love live music. Well, on my show, I take the live music and I give it to you. I take the finest musical talent from the Chippewa Valley area and I bring it directly to your screen. So if that sounds interesting, check it out at mytv10.uwec.edu or on our YouTube channel at UWEC TV 10.
UWEC is known for its music and theater programs. In 2 weeks, the curtain is set to rise on their next production.
BNN reporter Cora Lederer has the story.
UWEC theater students have been working hard on another spectacular play, A Doll's House. Casting for this production began in October, with rehearsals starting the first day of second semester. The cast meets every weekday at the Pablo Center of Confluence in downtown Eau Claire. The show was originally set in 1885 during the Gibson era, but has since been adapted to 1955. The update aims to resonate with a more modern audience while still staying true to its themes of challenging traditional gender roles, appearance versus reality, and a woman's reputation at the eyes of society. Arthur Grothe, a director of the show, states that one of their favorite parts of directing is getting to see the students develop and grow into their own characters. They also expressed the uniqueness of A Doll's House because of the stage design and the modern adaptation from the original show.
We've taken this one and we put it in the round and we've condensed that set down to a smaller space. So we took the Jamf, rearranged the seating in a different configuration. And this version, I think, is interesting in that it's a much more modern take on the play. So moving it to the 1950s as opposed to 1885, 1890s, that hopefully will bring those issues maybe a little more, make them feel a little more relevant to us today.
The show opens February 28th at 7:30 p.m. with additional performances on March 1st and the 5th, to the 8th and at 7:30. Matinees start at 1:30 p.m. and taking place on March 2nd and March 9th. Tickets are available online at the Pablo Center's website, pablocenter.org/events, or at the box office. For BNN, I'm Cora Lederer. Back to you, Sam and Elizabeth.
Thanks, Cora.
I'm actually really excited for this production. I remember reading the book once upon a time, and it was just so interesting to me.
Yeah, it sounds interesting. I've never really heard of it, but it definitely sounds interesting. And I think it'd be cool to see those adaptations and how, much it's similar to the traditional, but like still incorporating those adaptations.
Well, another opportunity to support the community. The Raintree Garden Center in Chippewa Falls is hosting their 4th annual thrift sale to benefit the Chippewa Humane Association. The event will be taking place tomorrow and Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. All proceeds from the thrift sale will be donated to the Humane Association to help offset the cost of raising animals. The items were all donated from community members and the Attic Consignment Shop. The animals and their caregivers thank the community for their support and look forward to seeing shining faces this weekend.
This past Friday, February 14, the YMCA in Chippewa Valley launched a clothing and hygiene drive for students experiencing homelessness in Eau Claire. The YMCA will continue collecting donations through March 7. For those looking to donate, they are accepting new socks and underwear in all sizes and gently used clothing for high school students. They are also accepting new hygiene items such as hairbrushes, shampoo, conditioner, deodorant, laundry detergent, and more. In an interview with WQOW, the YMCA discussed why they wanted to do this drive, stating the resources allow students to concentrate on their education rather than worrying about unmet needs. If you would like to donate, you can drop items off at the Eau Claire Downtown YMCA, Eau Claire South YMCA, or the Chippewa Falls YMCA. Well, with your story and other things that we've talked about, I think it's just really nice how much the community is doing for one another.
Yeah, it's really great to see, especially because a lot of people focus on giving back during the holiday season, and now we're able to continue that into the rest of this winter, which has not been the warmest, and helping clothe other humans and give those animals a nice place to live.
For sure, yeah.
Well, BNN will be right back after this break.
Stick around for your weather forecast and an update on Blugold Sports on BNN Blitz.
B5.
Well, I got a 7, so +2.
This doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, we should probably read the directions next time.
Probably. You know what does make sense? Game show. Hi, I'm Abe.
And I'm Somerset.
We're the host of the game show.
If you want to see us play more games like this, or Jeopardy!
Or The Price is Right.
Check us out on mytv10.uwec.edu.
And if you ever want to be in one of our episodes, make sure to scan the QR code somewhere on the screen. Peace.
Thank you, Sam and Elizabeth. Good evening. I'm Evan Rosnick with your weather report tonight. Today was warmer than earlier this week with an average temperature of 18 degrees. We saw partly sunny skies with lighter winds than we've seen all week. As we continue into the week, you can expect to see even more of a warm-up. Friday will have a high of 21 degrees and more clouds and sun. Saturday will be 29 degrees with partly cloudy skies. On Sunday, we'll finally be above freezing with a high of 37 degrees. On Monday, we will be continuing that warm-up with a high of 41. Tuesday and Wednesday, we can expect more partly cloudy skies with a high of 40 degrees. Hopefully, today will be our last day in the negative for a while. All right, looking around the region overall, the Chippewa Valley is sitting consistent at 18 degrees. Lake City is a little bit colder at 17 degrees, and Redwing, Minnesota is colder than that at 16 degrees. The bustling metro area of Minneapolis and Bloomington are the coldest at 15 degrees. That's all for this week. Be sure to tune in next week to see if this warmth is here for good, or if Puxatawny Phil was right and we have even more winter ahead. For BNN, I'm Evan Rosnick. Back to you, Elizabeth and Sam.
Thanks, Evan. BNN Blitz is back this week with more Blugold Sports updates.
Over to you, David and Eli.
Welcome to BNN Blitz. I'm David Abel.
And I'm Eli Bennis with your weekly recap of Blugold sports action.
UW Eau Claire women's lacrosse traveled down to Danville, Kentucky on February 15th to face Central College to open the season. Victoria Shea kicked things off for the Blugolds with an unassisted goal just before 5 minutes into the period. With 8 minutes left in the period, Central College would respond to the goal from Haley Rice. Blugold's Devin Cruz and Samantha Burns scored back-to-back goals near the end of the period to give the Blugolds a 3-1 lead after the first period. Just 21 seconds into the second period, Alexi Romanelli got on the board for the Blugolds, helping them extend the lead. Central College and Eau Claire went on to share scores back and forth as the score was 6-5 at the end of the second period. Ellie Fisher led the Blugolds in scoring with 2 goals respectively, as Haley Rice of Central College had 2 herself as well. At the 12:54 mark in the third period, Devin Cruz got her second score of the day, increasing the Blugolds' lead to 2. Her score led to an eventual 5-score third period for the Blugolds as they led Central College 11-7. Central College brought the Blugold lead down to just 2, courtesy of Ellie McDonald and Catherine Zeke scores, only for the Blugolds to respond with a Devin Cruz goal with just 4:34 left in the final period. The Blugolds ended up defeating Central College 13-10, in large part through their 11 saves and hat tricks from Samantha Burns, Devin Cruz, and Ellie Fisher. The Blugolds will host their season opener against Augustana College at the Sonnentag Fieldhouse on Saturday, February 22nd.
UWEC men's wrestling took on the WAG Championships in Whitewater on Saturday, February 15th. 4 wrestlers took first, with Izzy Balsiger of the 125-pound weight class, Zach Sato of the 149-pound class, Jared Stricker of the 174-pound class, and Ian Pebble of the 197-pound class. Balsiger and Stricker were WAC individual championships in 23-24. Stricker's win on Saturday was his 4th WAC championship in his collegiate career. The Bugolds received runner-up performances from Niall Schoenfelder in the 184-pound weight class and Sloan Welsh of the 285-pound weight class. This effort from the Bugolds was good enough to land them second place, finishing with a score of 147.50, falling to UW La Crosse, who finished with 158.50 points. The Bugolds will look to build on their 17-1 season and runner-up WAC performance with an appearance at the NCAA Upper Midwest Regional in Minneapolis, Minnesota, February 28th and March 1st.
UWC's women's hockey team entered their series against Northern College on February 12th and 15th for their last 5 since January 18th. The Bugolds put up a statement first period Wednesday, February 12th with 6 goals. 6 different Bugolds accounted for the goals. In the second period, Northern got in penalty trouble, costing 6 minutes of power play time. The Bugolds couldn't score during that time, but did add on 4 goals before the period ended. Both teams were held scoreless in the third period as the Bugolds defeated Northland in dominant fashion, 10-0. 8 different Bugolds got on the scoring board, with Madison Krumholtz and Quinn Hartmans both scoring a pair of goals. Coming off a big win, the Bugolds came into Saturday's match firing away with Jess Ecken goal, a minute and 46 seconds into their match. Northland came back with a second period Kylie Moff goal, tying things up at 1. Bugolds would get 3 goals before the end of the period, with Ava Johansson finding the back of the net with 19 seconds remaining in the period. The Bugolds wouldn't back down as they scored 4 more goals before the end of the match. Eau Claire scored during their 2 power plays in the third period, winning 8-1 on Saturday. The Bugolds outscored Northland 18-1 during their 2-game series. The Bugolds have a battle with second-ranked UW River Falls at Hunt Arena on the road Saturday, February 22nd for the season finale.
Bugolds Gymnastics hosted 6th-ranked Winona State University at home Friday, February 14th. In the first rotation, the Bugolds took on the vault and Winona took on the uneven bars. The Bugolds received a total score of 45.625 on the vault, with Rachel Hederarchy finishing first on the team with an individual score of 9.350. Winona received a total team score of 44.60 for the uneven bars, with Jessica Miley scoring 9.475 points, which was good for the best on the team and second best overall in the meet. In the second rotation, the program switched routines. Winona in the vault had a team score of 46.700 on the vault. Gabby Kraft led the way for Winona, scoring a team and meet high 9.650 points. On the uneven bars, the Bugolds scored 46.425 points, outscoring Winona's effort in the event. Through the halfway mark, the score was close, with the Bugolds closely leading 92.050 to 91.300. For the third routine, the Bugolds took on the balance beam, with Winona doing their floor routine. Linnea Vasali received the highest score for the Blugold, scoring 9.525 points. As a team, the Blugold scored 47.125 points on the balance beam. For the floor routine, Winona was consistent with every competitor except one gymnast scoring 9 points or better, and Gabby Kraft finishing first for the team in the meet with 9.625 points. Heading into the final rotation, the team switched events with Winona finishing out on the balance beam, netting 46.825 points as a team. The Bugles were able to hold on to their lead with Anna Pressner and Emily Lessie leading the way for the team, both bringing a score of 9.500. The Bugles finished their team floor routine with a score of 46.900, good enough to prevail them to victory, winning 186.075 to 185.425. The Bugles have 2 ranked wins at home and will next host conference opponent Hamline University at the McPhee Physical Education Center Friday, February 21st.
That's all for the World of Blugold Sports. I'm David Abel.
And I'm Eli Bennis. Back to you, Sam and Elizabeth.
Welcome to Behind the Spotlight, the newest BNN post show.
This week, we'll be focusing on Grammy red carpet highlights and SNL's 50th anniversary moments. So, the first thing is these are 5 of my favorite outfits from this year's Grammys red carpet. We have, of course, Miss Taylor rocking it in the red. I honestly think that every time she just walks the red carpet, I'm like, oh, that's even prettier than the last time, which we love. And then Noah Khan had this really cute, like, yellow, silky suit that I thought was really fun. And then, of course, Sabrina had a little feather moment with the sky blue, which I think with her hair color is just perfect. And then Benson Boone over here did a little costume change mid-Grammys, and he had Heidi Klum and someone else rip off a black suit and reveal this fun outfit before he went and did flips on stage, which is Benson Boone. We love Benson Boone in this house. And then, of course, Miss Cynthia Erivo coming out in this stunning ensemble. I really loved how the nails matched the outfit. And I mean, she's just been all over this year with Wicked coming out. It's just been really cool to see.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I definitely will admit, the only thing I really know about this that I saw was stuff with Benson Boone. Some of it was kind of funny, but I don't see a whole lot. But I've definitely seen some of these on TikTok. But yeah, it's always fun to kind of see, what they come out with.
Mm-hmm. I love looking at red carpets because you never know what you're gonna get on a red carpet.
For sure. But yeah, I think we can move on to mine. So I'm talking about SNL. This past episode was their 50th anniversary, which it was kind of cool. I think they had a lot of their past and current writers, along with, I'm pretty positive that they had like all of their celebrity hosts on. So it was just fun. It was definitely like really interesting. They had a lot of different musical performances, and they had a lot of different skits as well. And I think it was a combination of like old skits from the past and new ones, and also some like renditions of new ones, which I know one was what you wanted to talk about as well.
Yes, we got Domingo Part 2.
Yes.
Which was really fun. If you didn't see the first one, it was Ariana Grande as a bridesmaid with some 3 other girls. And then they had Domingo come out and sing a little song to their bride. And then this time we got Sabrina Carpenter as a bridesmaid, with the bridesmaids singing their own song, including Defying Gravity from Wicked, which I did not have on my 2025 bucket list. Sabrina Carpenter doing the Defying Gravity riff, but it was fabulous. Anywho, and then she got to do a little quartet with the groomsmen, or I guess it's not a quartet because there's 5 of them, but that was fun. And then they brought out Santiago, second of all, and then they had Ronaldo. So we had a little trio, and Ronaldo was Pedro Pascal, so that was really fun. See him get a little cameo.
Yeah, well, it just seemed like it was it was a long episode, but it seemed like it was, just a really good way to kind of bring in the past 50 years in one episode.
And celebrate a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Well, that's all that we have for you tonight.
Join us next week for your latest news, updates, and weather.
And make sure to check us out on mytv10.uwec.edu and at UWEC on Instagram, TikTok, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Elizabeth Lindahl.
And I'm Samantha Burnett. Thank you and good night.